Heavenly Father, we ask your blessings on those gathered here to celebrate our academic year and the graduation of our senior class. We pray especially for our graduates, their parents, their families and friends, and our faculty who share these days that reflect in so many ways the numerous blessings in our lives. Let us reflect on the circumstances that have brought us together, those that guide our present and those that will lead us to the future. Guided by your loving Spirit, may we continue to grow in your love so that we may offer service to bring about peace and justice in our world for all people. Help us to live our lives with an abundance of faith, hope, love, integrity, and compassion. May the example of St. Catherine of Siena, the patroness of our school and a woman of great wisdom and courage, guide us to use our many blessings and gifts wisely, generously, and courageously, always to your will and for the greater good of all throughout our lives. Amen.
I am delighted to begin this auspicious day of recognition as we honor you, the members of the class of 2020, along with your fellow students from all classes who have discovered your potential and passions across the many disciplines and co-curricular programs that we offer. Today, we will also recognize the members of our faculty and staff for the many ways they have mentored, coached, and modeled the finest qualities of Santa Catalina values. The sisters established these values that include the care with which each faculty member approaches the noble profession of teaching, along with the support of our staff to our Santa Catalina community. We are so fortunate to enjoy the companionship and contributions of Sister Claire and Sister Christine, who help us to understand, to cherish, and to maintain Santa Catalina's heritage. I wish to extend an incredibly warm welcome to you, our parents, family members, alumni, and friends who are joining us today. Parents, on behalf of the faculty and staff, we have been blessed by the presence of your daughters, and we thank you for entrusting us to nurture and educate these remarkable young women. Class of 2020, I imagine these days are filled with so many wonderful memories, and at the same time, with wishes for a graduation we all envisioned. The world has changed around us, yet, like the pioneering women who founded Santa Catalina, we have adapted and prevailed. While we don't know how this world pandemic will change your future, we take comfort in knowing you are well prepared. I would like you to take just a few moments for yourselves. Take a deep breath and reflect back on that first day in high school. Who were you then, and what were your goals? Who have you become, and what have you gained? What I have observed is that you have found joy in each other, your Catalina friends from around the world and the U.S., and in your teachers who have presented you with new understandings of culture, religion, and a deeper appreciation of the value of each person that you encounter, for academic inquiry, and with a commitment to help you find your truth. From the first day of school, when you enthusiastically welcomed our new students, to singing so beautifully while enjoying pie after candlelight mass, to Ring Week when you welcomed your sisters into the sisterhood and the beginning of their alumni journey, to all the many activities that have marked each day and month, you have invited us to connect. I have a loving portrait of who you are, a class that entered Santa Catalina when I did. You are vivid, you are passionate, expressive, and a delightful class of strong individuals caring about service, the environment, and about peace and justice. In your dedicated, ongoing service to others, you have lived the sentiment that it is more blessed to give than to receive. You have led us in prayer, acted, danced, sung your way into our hearts, learned to code, defended league titles, acted as attorneys, created award-winning artwork, led a TEDx program, you won math contests, created extremely wonderful Merck research papers, stage managed, and all along the way, you developed enduring and what we know will be lifelong friendships. You have listened and learned from all these experiences, and now it is your turn to listen to yourselves. You are indeed transformed, which now shapes your outlooks, aspirations, attitudes, and judgments. You are courageous and confident women, and we believe that most importantly, you are the person you are meant to be. We are deeply, deeply proud of you and wish you could stay. What we know, however, is that the world is a better place because you will be there with Veritas as your guide, armed with the power that knowledge provides, along with strong values and the passion to make a positive difference. Thank you, class of 2020. As you go forward, may the example of St. Catherine of Siena, the patroness of our school, and a woman of great courage and wisdom, may she guide you to use your many gifts wisely, generously, courageously, and always with honor. We will be here, cheering you on and awaiting news of your future. Congratulations. 9 of our senior day students began their education at Santa Catalina's lower school, and we are delighted to announce their names. Beginning in 8th grade is Grace Nichols. Beginning in 7th grade, Megan Gibson. Beginning in 6th grade, Lynn Lee. Beginning in kindergarten, Bailey Brewer and Gabrielle Nagy. Beginning in pre-K, Ellie Butler, Lauren Mansour, Madeline Nowak, and Candace Wong. Senior prefects, star interns, and admission ambassadors. In our program, we have listed the names of students who have contributed in various and highly valuable ways as senior prefects, star interns, and admission ambassadors. Senior prefects serve as role models and leaders for the student body, and they provide incredible assistance to our faculty. With both integrity and good humor, they contribute to the positive tone of the student life. Star interns provide assistance in the departments of alumni relations, art gallery, athletics, bookstore, communications, development, and performing arts. Admission ambassadors work with our admission officers in touring prospective candidates and their families and in assisting with open houses and receptions. Please refer to your program for their names. The Cum Laude Society is a fellowship of scholars whose purpose is to recognize excellence in academic work. The following students' distinguished record at Santa Catalina has won for them membership into the Santa Catalina chapter of the Cum Laude Society. As our members pursue their education, it is our hope that they will accept the honor of membership in the society as a responsibility to make some contribution to the ongoing search for greater understanding of the human condition and society. From the class of 2020, Grace DeKine, Taylor Ford, Rosemary Lee, Joanna Lynn, Allison Lawrence, Ava Owens, Chanel Soon, Candace Wong. From the class of 2021, Isabella Borgamini, Elizabeth Haunch, Heidi Haunch, Spencer Leatherberry, Ashley Liu, and Elizabeth Mickey. Seniors graduating with distinction are ranked in the top third of their class. Graduating with honor, Carolyn Buckley Armis, Corinne Christian, Jessica Clements, Hattie Keys, Kylie Ludvigsen, Sophia Marquez, Gabrielle Nagy, Madeline Nowak, and Lavender Zhu. Graduating with high honor, Taylor Ford, Joanna Lynn, Allison Lawrence, Ava Owens, and Chanel Soon. Graduating with highest honor, Grace DeKine, Rosemary Lee, and Candace Wong. So this year's senior class was awarded over $2.7 million in scholarship awards and stipends by colleges, universities, and organizations this past year. These awards are, in part, the result of a college or organization recognizing outstanding academic and personal potential or community service contributions in a particular student. This amount does not include scholarships or grants students were awarded based on various assistance programs. I would like to call your attention to the program to note the individual awards that the seniors have received. High Achievement and Outstanding Student Awards are determined by the members of a given department. Department chairs will read the names of the high-achieving students first, they will then read the name of the outstanding student in the department. We will begin today with Mr. Paul Elliott, Chair of the Physical Education Department.
Students with high achievement in physical education are Neve Burke, Anna Lessner, Harriet Meyer, Sarah Sheets, Liliana Padroni. And the outstanding student in physical education is Emma Ubertino. Please welcome Ms. Claire Lerner, the chair of our Visual Arts program.
Students with high achievement in the visual arts are Gracie Gayon, Anna Lessner, Sophia Marquez, Caitlin Sullivan, Caitlin Templeton, Adrian Wood, and Anna Ye. And the outstanding student in the visual arts is Emily O. Please welcome Miss Nicole Cafresi, the chair of our dance program.
Students with high achievement in dance are Haley Bowe and Catalina Villarreal. And the outstanding students in dance are Corinne Christian and Madeline Nowak. On behalf of Miss Lara Devlin, I will be reading the awards for the theater department. The students with high achievement in theater arts are Marissa Schimpf, Mary Kate Barlow, Madeline Mizgorski, Bella Borgamini, Ellie Mickey, Savannah Halverson, and India Gonzalez. The outstanding students in theater tech are Kylie Ludvigsen and Ayo Adeyemi. The outstanding student in theater performance is Bailey Brewer. Please welcome Mr. Mark Purcell, chair of our music program.
The outstanding student in instrumental music is Tara Ragsdale Cronin. The outstanding student in choral music is Uma Sinha. Please welcome Dr. Lisa Merrick, chair of our science department.
Students with high achievement in science are Dylan Barry Schoen, Sylvia Chen, Anna Cole, Elizabeth Honch, Heidi Honch, Jane Hoffman, Nicole Coronetz, Joanna Lynn, Allison Lorentz, Tyler Merringer, Ellie Mickey, Ava Owens, Marissa Schimpf, Chanel Sun, and Carson Vogel. The Bausch and Lomb Honorary Science Award is for a junior in recognition of outstanding academic achievement and superior intellectual promise in the field of science. The award is given to Angelia Shi. The Rensselaer Award is given to a junior for outstanding achievement in mathematics and science. This award is presented to Ashley Liu. And the outstanding student in science is Candace Wong. Please welcome Ms. Melissa Sheets, the chair of our World Language Department.
Students with high achievement in language are Ayo Adeyemi, Isabella Borgomini, Amelie Hanch, Jane Hoffman, Nicole Coronets, Angelia Shi, Kaylin Templeman. And the outstanding student in language is Heidi Hanch. Please welcome Mr. Dan Place, the chair of our history department.
Students with high achievement in history are Isabella Borgomini, Bailey Brewer, Caroline Bulkley Armas, Grace DeKine, Anna Gorman, Heidi Hunch, Spencer Leatherberry, Angie Leisner, Caitlin Sullivan, Chanel Sun, Kaylin Templeman, and Emma Ubertino. The Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award is for a junior in recognition of outstanding academic achievement and superior intellectual promise in the field of the humanities and social sciences. This award is given to Jane Hoffman. The George Washington Mount Vernon Ladies Association History Student of the Year Award is for a senior who exhibits academic excellence and serious interest in history. The recipient of this award is Allison Lawrence. The outstanding student in history is Rosemary Lee. Please welcome Ms. Jennifer Duncan, chair of our mathematics department.
Students with high achievement in mathematics and computer science are Cindy Chow, Sylvia Chen, Callie De La Vega, Grace DeKine, Maria Del Bosque Virale, Heidi Hanch, Christina Kwan, Rosemary Lee, Angie Leisner, Fatima Laikona Balderrama, Ashley Liu, Allison Lorenz, and Yamel Zaria. The Robert P. Ballas Award for Mathematics is given to the highest achieving junior in mathematics, along with a check for $1,200. We are honored that Mr. Ballas has chosen to recognize and reward our dedicated and high achieving students in mathematics, and we thank him for his very generous financial contributions. The recipient of this year's Ballas Mathematics Award is Angelia Shi. And the outstanding student in mathematics is Joanna Lin. Please welcome Dr. John Murphy for the English Department Awards.
Standing in place for Ms. Paff for the English department, students with high achievement in English. Ayo Adeyemi, Isabella Borgomini, Bailey Brewer, Anna Gorman, Elizabeth Hanch, Heidi Hanch, Jane Hoffman, Charlotte Juge, Allison Lawrence, Sophia Marquez, Marissa Schrimpf, Caitlin Sullivan, and the outstanding student in English is Rosemary Lee. Students with high achievement in religious studies are Bella Borgomini, Maddie Brown, Marina Butler Sarasola, Sylvia Chen, Maria Del Bosque Villarreal, Anna Gorman, Christina Kwan, Spencer Leatherberry, Rosemary Lee, Fatima Lacona Balderrama, Allison Lawrence, Marissa Schrimpf, Caitlin Templeman, Ashley Yang. And the outstanding students in religious studies are Sarah Salih and Fatima Sharudi. At this point in time in our ceremony, we wish to take a moment to honor somebody who's leaving Santa Catalina School. It's my pleasure to be asked to say a few words in honor of Mr. Stork. As many of you know, Mr. Stork will be leaving Santa Catalina at the end of this school year. Mr. Stork began his tenure at Santa Catalina in 2006, working as a teacher in the math department. He and Mrs. Stork have sent their 5 children to Santa Catalina School, with Trixie, the youngest, now a rising senior. We will no doubt miss not only Mr. Stork, but all of the Storks at Santa Catalina. 19 years ago, when I was in the position as the head of upper school, I received Mr. Stork's application in the mail. I still remember that day because it was one of those applications where one knew immediately that this individual would be a perfect fit for Santa Catalina School and that it would be important to try and hire this person. We offered the job to Mr. Stork and, of course, he agreed. Santa Catalina School has been the beneficiary to this day. In his time at Santa Catalina, Mr. Stork has served as the chair of the math department. He's coached our tennis teams, chaperoned many retreats and field trips over the years, and probably attended more high school dances than most people should. He's also been a very fine academic advisor to many of our students these many years. Throughout that time, Mr. Stork's dedication to his vocation of teaching and his commitment to and love for his students has never wavered. Indeed, it's been in the classroom where he's made his greatest contribution. He's an extraordinarily gifted math instructor, particularly with his advanced placement calculus classes. Mr. Stork's deep knowledge and understanding of the material has helped his students consistently earn top scores on the AP exams. But in all of his classes, Mr. Stork's students have become better thinkers as a result of his teaching, taking what they've learned and developing their minds with the rigor and discipline the study of math especially provides. As a result of his teaching, Mr. Stork's students have been better prepared not only for college, but for life. Indeed, what has made Mr. Stork such a great teacher is that he's understood how the teaching of math was a vehicle to offer a much greater lesson. A number of years ago, the school's yearbook was dedicated to Mr. Stork. In the dedication, the students wrote in appreciation for how he continually encouraged his students, not only in solving math problems, but in overcoming life's many challenges and difficulties, big and small, with hard work, dedication, and unflagging determination. Mr. Stork has been a much-loved and respected colleague as well. He was always generous with others on the faculty and has served as a particularly valuable mentor to teachers new to school. His insights during faculty meetings, his service on committees, his wisdom and guidance to members of the administration over these many years have been immeasurable. Mr. Stork has played a significant role in the success of Santa Catalina these past 2 decades, and there's no one on Santa Catalina's faculty who's more respected or admired. Our school community has been blessed with Mr. Stork's presence these past 19 years. He's been one of our finest teachers, indeed a master teacher, a generous and supportive colleague, and because of his love for his students, a role model for others. He is an individual guided by his strong Catholic faith, a person of great integrity, and a loyal and trusted friend. We'll miss him a great deal, but we share vicariously in the excitement of a new adventure. Mr. Stork, thank you for all you've given to Santa Catalina School. We wish you all the best in this next stage of your career. At this time, I'd like to invite back to the podium Ms. Bradley.
Another lovely tradition at Santa Catalina is to honor a distinguished faculty member who has spent years in teaching and in his work. And today I'm delighted to honor a teacher, an advisor, an administrator, a colleague, and a friend. John Amy is a man of many talents, not the least of which is his delightful sense of humor. I know every time I meet with John, I will leave with a smile on my face and a question well answered. On any given day, you'll see John congratulating a student on a win, keeping score at a game, attending to the needs of a colleague, and advising a student. When the pandemic changed our lives and the way we teach, Catalina teachers collectively and quietly thanked John for his visionary one-to-one program, which he established, whereby an educational coach works one-to-one with a Santa Catalina faculty member to inspire instructional innovation through the use of technology. John initially joined our faculty in 1989 and served Santa Catalina as a classroom teacher, advisor, dorm faculty member, lower school admissions director, and now as assistant head of school. If Santa Catalina was a baseball team, John would be our #1 utility player. In this role, John manages the athletics department, summer at Santa Catalina, school-wide technology, a huge effort, emergency services, security, the maintenance of all of our facilities on this 36-acre campus, and the staff responsible for these incredible programs. As one faculty member wrote to me recently, John is integral, essential to the proper functioning of the Catalina community. Every fire drill, every time we log our professional growth on Folio, every time he checks in and he sees, how are you doing? This is what John gives to our school. He has an absolutely critical assortment of responsibilities, including his service to the board of directors. John gives of himself with care and joy. He is a believer in the mission of Santa Catalina and a champion of every person associated with school. Today we honor John Amy for his 20 years of tireless service to Santa Catalina, for his vision, and for his extraordinary brilliance at performing his duties. And now I would like to introduce Julie Edson.
In addition to outstanding subject awards, there are a number of college-sponsored awards that honor high school juniors. The Brown University Book Award honors a junior who exemplifies academic excellence and leadership in her school or community. This award is presented to Heidi Honch. The George Washington University Book Award recognizes a junior who embodies the George Washington University drive and spirit, specifically with her academic excellence, leadership outside of the classroom, diversity of thought, and ability to put knowledge into action. This award is presented to Beatrix Stork. The Johns Hopkins University Book Award recognizes a junior who demonstrates a desire for intellectual and moral growth, an uncommon interest in and capacity for independent and original scholarship, and the strength of character necessary to employ the results of their scholarship for the betterment of society. This award is presented to Ellie Mickey. The St. Michael's College Book Award is for a junior in recognition of academic achievement with a social conscience. This award is presented to Nicole Correntz. The University of Pennsylvania Book Award is presented to a junior who possesses personal academic integrity, is highly respected by her peers and faculty, and is a leader at school. This award is presented to Elizabeth Honch. The Wellesley College Book Award honors a member of the junior class who exemplifies academic excellence, determination, motivation, and leadership in her school or community. This award is presented to Spencer Leatherberry. The Williams College Book Award is awarded to a junior who has demonstrated intellectual leadership and made a significant contribution to the extracurricular life of her school. This award is presented to Isabella Borgamini. General excellence is presented to those students who rank in the top 10% of their class based on their first semester grades and second semester midterm grades for performance in the current year. General excellence for freshmen: Cindy Dye, Rena Dahl, Anna Gorman, Gabriela Herrera, Elliot Leatherberry, Elena O, Tarn Riley. The highest in the freshman class is Sylvia Chen. General excellence for sophomores: Amalia Honch, Angie Leisner, Marissa Shrimp, Kaylin Templeman. The highest in the sophomore class is Claire Nowak. General excellence for juniors: Isabella Borgamini, Elizabeth Honch, Spencer Leatherberry, Ashley Liu, Angelia Shi. The highest in the junior class is Heidi Honch. General excellence for seniors goes to Grace DeKine, Joanna Lynn, Chanel Sun. The highest in the senior class are Rosemary Lee and Allison Lawrence. I now invite Ms. Bradley back to the podium.
As we move into the final part of our Prize Day program, we shift to that area of school in which students are honored primarily for life outside of the classroom. Clearly, all of our students are talented and accomplished, each in her own individual way. It is important to recognize that with our students, none of this would be possible without the care, generosity, and dedication of the upper school administration and faculty, and I thank them for that. Today, we will acknowledge current students, 1 freshman, 1 sophomore, 2 juniors, and a number of graduating seniors who have been selected for enhancing the quality of life for all, for contribution above and beyond in many areas of school life previously mentioned, and for making a difference in the lives of all with whom they engage. All honored this afternoon have the support of their peers and of the faculty who participated in various polls to determine these awards. I believe we are all in agreement that there is no greater achievement than being acknowledged by your peers and the faculty. The Meriwether and Croom Beatty Award, named for our former Director of Admissions and her husband, our former Director of Advancement, the Meriwether and Croom Beatty Award is presented annually to a freshman and to a sophomore who, through their contributions to school life, best exemplify the qualities of compassion, integrity, faith, and friendship that during the Beatty's 17 years at Santa Catalina personified their love of school, their commitment to our mission, and their dedication to our students and families. The student chosen from the freshman class for this award is Tarn Riley. And the student chosen from the sophomore class for this award is Olivia Gorham. The Sister Mary Kieran Achievement Award, established by the class of 1953 in memory of the founding head of Santa Catalina School, is an award that is a symbol of personal excellence. The award is a cash stipend given annually to 2 juniors with the purpose of enhancing in a particular way their Santa Catalina School experience during their senior year. The Sister Kieran Achievement Award embodies, among other things, a generous and sensitive understanding of a student's life from the point of view of an alumni. While the young women selected as nominees should have proven themselves to be able students, leaders, and all-around achievers, it is the overall quality of each person that is of foremost importance. The 8 students nominated by their class and their teachers wrote an essay, submitted grades and activities, and each was interviewed by the decision-making alumni committee. The participants were Ayo Adiemi, Isabella Borgamini, Heidi Haunch, Jane Hoffman, Spencer Leatherby, Sarah Salih, Sarah Sheets, and Angela Shee. The second place winner is Heidi Haunch. The first place winner is Ayo Adiemi. The Robert P. Ballas Award for Academic Excellence was established in 2007 to recognize and honor outstanding academic performance and is presented to those seniors graduating first and second in their class with a 4-year cumulative grade point average calculated on academic classes only. The recipients will be designated as Robert P. Ballas Santa Catalina Scholars, and each will receive significant monetary award. Mr. Ballas has provided for this award along with the aforementioned math awards in perpetuity in his estate plan. We are grateful to him for his generosity and the support of our students. The senior graduating second in her class is Grace DeKine. The senior graduating first in her class is Rosemary Lee. The Sole Deo Gloria Award, meaning for the glory of God alone, was instituted through the generosity of Miss Suzanne Park, a friend of Santa Catalina and a member of the Santa Catalina Music Department for many years. Mrs. Park, then an instructor of piano, wished to honor a student who, through her musical contributions, enhanced the liturgical and spiritual life of the school. We are pleased to present this award to a senior who clearly represents Mrs. Park's vision, Caroline Bulkley Armas. The School Support Award for a Day Student. The School Support Award for an Outstanding Day Student honors students who have truly embraced the mission of Santa Catalina School during their time here. The award recognizes students who have consistently demonstrated a genuine concern for others while making meaningful connections with all members of the Santa Catalina community. Through triumphs or tribulations, these students have been unwavering in their support of school while always maintaining the highest regard for others. It is my pleasure to award the Outstanding Day Student Award to 3 students: Lauren Dean, Taylor Ford, and Allison Lawrence. The School Support Award for a Resident Student honors students who have truly embraced the mission of Santa Catalina while living in our residential community. Resident students for whom the school is also home experience a unique opportunity to enhance their interpersonal skills, to develop self-confidence, to respond sensitively to those with whom they share their home, and to continually demonstrate their growth and their strength of character to all those around them. This award recognizes students who have consistently demonstrated a genuine concern for others while reaching out to all members of the Santa Catalina community. It is my pleasure to award the Outstanding Resident Student Award to 3 students: Ansley Morrison, Uma Singha, and Catalina Villarreal. The Admiral Robert S. Hatcher Award recognizes scholarship. Admiral Hatcher was a man distinguished in his service of the country and a brilliant scholar. He first had his career in the Navy, graduating second in his class. Admiral Hatcher was a pioneer in aeronautics, and in retirement, he was the director of the Guggenheim School of Aeronautics. Further into retirement, he came to what he called his favorite assignment, Santa Catalina, where he taught mathematics and inspired, challenged, and gave confidence to his students. The Admiral Robert S. Hatcher Award was inspired by him and is given to students who truly engage in academic courses to the limit of possibility for the joy and sake of learning. Today, we recognize 2 seniors, particularly fine scholars in all subject areas, who have achieved the ideal represented by this award. The Admiral Robert S. Hatcher Award is presented to 2 students, Rosemary Lee and Joanna Lynn. The Christopher Award recognizes a student who sets a Christian example in the classroom, in daily life at school, and in the leadership of religious activities. Today, we honor a senior who has demonstrated Christian courtesy, honesty, and sensitivity. She has been dedicated to the spiritual life and welfare of the school community and has set an example of Christian concern for others. Many have been fortunate to have enjoyed her quiet leadership and responsible presence. The recipient of this year's Christopher Award goes to Mariata Estrada Hinojos. The Moonross Courtesy Award, dating back to the earliest years of our school, the Moonross Courtesy Award is the oldest award given at Santa Catalina. It was established by Lady Fields, a Monterey resident who belonged to the Moonross family, an early California family of Spanish descent. Lady Fields was very interested in Santa Catalina and wished to establish a courtesy award to be given each year to a young woman or women who epitomize the courage, graciousness, and strength of the Christian women of pioneer times. Therefore, this recognition is given to a Santa Catalina senior who demonstrates firmness of character and yet is loving and open. It is awarded to that individual who is sensitive and whose thoughtfulness and reliability are evidenced and universal. This senior has demonstrated courage, kindness, and quiet care towards students and faculty alike. For these reasons, we are pleased to present the Moonross Courtesy Award to Ava Owens. Alumni care deeply about their alma mater. They wish it to be the best in all ways. While they expect school to meet the world of the present and prepare for the world of the future, they expect also that it will retain both the essence and the spirit which they themselves experienced here. Alumni trust that school traditions are valued, that the quality of life continues, and that individuality and friendship remain. Today, we recognize 2 seniors who, in their varied ways, have offered quiet leadership, intellectual integrity, and a mature individual perspective in support of the mission of the school. We believe that the alumni would be so pleased with these 2 young women, with the manner in which they have given to their alma mater, and with their future promise. We are happy to present the Alumni Award to Grace DeKine and Candace Wong. The Veritas Award, the highest honor Santa Catalina bestows, is the Veritas Award, named after the school's motto, Veritas, truth. This award is given to a senior who is true to herself, acts with courage in simple or difficult moments, and in all of this reflects joy, hope, and a seriousness of purpose. She embodies integrity and compassion and insight. Her consistent choices and manner of life exemplify clear judgment and strength of character. She has set an inspired example and has graced this community with her individuality and with her self-discipline and single-mindedness. She, with her sensitivity, energy, and daily living, quite simply leaves this school a better place. On behalf of the class of 2020 and the Santa Catalina faculty, we are pleased to present the Veritas Award to Julia Bledsoe. Thank you.